it's always important to invest in your own success, and sometimes that means trying some different things, giving things another try if your first or second experiences weren't so great. And so, as I mentioned in my last video, I'm going to be attempting to do a little bit of training in these Olympic lifting shoes. These are the Risto Series 2 White Thunders. I got them a few years ago. They're actually discontinued now. The heel height is it's actually supposed to be proportional to the shoe length itself, and so it's not a set heel height like the Nike Romelos or whatever the other Olympic shoes that are on the market now. This is supposed to be a proportional height. And so my first impressions are I did not really like these. I feel like with my style of squatting, I've been squatting with my extreme low bar stance for so long that my body is just conditioned to squat a certain way, and so it's really a challenge for me to change some things up. I can't, there's not as much grind in an Olympic shoe squat, because if you get forward at all, and it's already making me want to be more forward, I have to really fight my natural tendency to lean over and kind of leg press it up. There's a lot more quad activation in this style of squatting, and it just takes a lot more consciousness of staying upright. So they didn't feel great. The weight was still moving all right. This 545 for a triple without a belt is the same. I played back one of the videos that I did this same weight 3 weeks ago with my Chucks. The speed was actually the same. The positioning was pretty close. And so there was no real difference in between. It just didn't feel as good as it has. I also want to give myself the disclaimer that pulling 705 without a belt on Saturday definitely still had my back a little bit torched going into this session, so I'm trying to be fair. And to be fair, I will continue practicing with these for the next 4 weeks. That's 8 squat sessions. If I don't get the groove by then, if I don't still like them by then, I'll go back to my Chucks and say, well, at least I tried. So worst case scenario, I get 3 weeks of good solid training with a movement that's a little off from what I normally do. You will notice I added the belt back in there for that set of 505. I did a triple, and then I did 3 singles, just working on technique. And by the end it was getting a little bit better, but it still is not as comfortable, obviously, as what I'm used to. After this, I moved over and benched. I am going to be making some changes to my benching after my entire program when I come back from Canada next week. There's my good buddy Josh. He and I are going to be roommates in the end of the summer, fun fact. And 340 for a pause triple. That actually is the same weight that I hit for a triple a few months ago. That it was an ugly triple with a really, really big heave press, and the pause wasn't nearly as controlled. So I'm happy about how my bench has been coming. I still want it to keep going more in the direction of more weight, not just better looking reps. After that, I went back to the squat and didn't film it, but I did 2 sets of 9 at 405 without a belt, just to keep working on that technique. And it's going to be a challenge, but I'm committed to getting better at it and committed to doing it. As for some changes that you're going to see in the program, I'm going to go back to, I'm switching out my volume block right now, and I'll be going more to a frequency intensive thing. So I'm going to be benching and squatting in the same days. I'm going to be benching and deadlifting in the same days. And I'm actually going to be running the Smolov program for my bench during an RTS training thing. And that sounds really weird, and I'll give you guys the details when that gets going and it's becomes a thing. But right now, I'm going to get ready to finish packing up, head to my best friend's wedding. I'm the best man in Adam Big Hill's wedding in Canada this weekend, so I will not be posting anything until I get back, at least Tuesday. So I hope you guys have a great weekend, and thank you again for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.